instead of giving the first impression rose, first impression advantage would be good. Because then what if the crazy girl got it?
Because when they do that, there's always only one rose, and then the other one goes home. I think they're going to make him pick a sister. Hey guys, welcome to our podcast this week. We
Welcome back,
will,
everybody.
yeah. Oh, welcome back. I like that. Welcome back, 7 people.
We really hit it hard with 300 views. Now we have 3.
Yeah. So this week we are going back to like what we did with Percy Jackson. We're going to review just the first episode of The Bachelor.
Woo! Love.
Do you even know The Bachelor's name? I already forgot.
I do. His name is Joey.
Joey, that's right, because of Chandler.
Yep.
That one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And I'm going to be honest with everyone. I go in and out of watching The Bachelor. So I didn't get to see last season. I mean, I got a recap of it, but I didn't watch it faithfully like I usually do. Yeah.
When you say last season, are you talking Golden Bachelor or Charity?
Charity.
Okay.
I do like reality TV. So, but I need you guys to know that I was a huge fan of The Bachelor, and then I got really sick of people being fake. Like they just go for the views, like the Insta followers, which is really a big bummer. I was in it for the love.
Yeah. Like who was the first Bachelorette? I can't remember her name, but she was in it for love, and they're still married.
Ryan, I think is her name,
No,
or maybe she married Ryan.
she might have married Ryan. She has some name that's like I think it's Trista.
Yes, 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 yes. And then she
Yeah,
married Ryan.
yeah. And Ryan looks like he belongs in Blink 182, meaning he looks like he's like a punk rocker, but 50 now.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't think we really need to explain what The Bachelor is. If you don't know what The Bachelor is, it's as old as salt.
This is like the 40th season, so yeah, if you don't know it, then
They bring one dude on to date 25 people, and then 19 episodes later, he finds a wife, and then they're contractually obligated to stay together for a year, and they never actually get married. That's it.
good summary.
Thanks.
Wow. Okay. So, what did you think of this last episode? The first episode of this new season?
It's good enough that I'm going to keep watching.
I am intrigued, but also a little bit bummed that the one twist that they did introduce immediately got squashed.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, let's just jump straight into that. So tell our viewers.
So last season, there was a girl that wants to be on the show because of Joey. And she came straight forward and was like, I want to be on the show. But this was last season. So they were like, well, we have an envelope for you, but you can't open it until you go into the mansion. So this girl, and I forgot her name. I apologize. There's literally 25
Leia.
people. Leia is her name.
Yeah, I only remember because of Star Wars.
So Leia brings this envelope. Joey, the bachelor, is like, did you open it? You're at the mansion. And she's like, oh, no, I'll wait for you later. And then she doesn't even wait for him later. She ends up just opening it on her own. Which I'm like, why did you even do that? Just like open it. Anyway, she opens it and it's an advantage. It says that she can steal a one-on-one date. Now, poor Leah, too good for her own sake, feels guilty about it, talks to Joey, and she's like, I don't know, what should I do? Anyway, she ends up burning the freaking advantage. And all the other girls are like, oh, good on her. Except this one girl is like, I would have kept it.
There were like
Anyway,
3 girls that said that.
yeah, and I'm gonna be honest here, right? Like, I love Preston. And if somebody else is going on a one-on-one date and I had the opportunity to steal that one-on-one date, I would. Like, I love him. So like, I don't know. I'm like, the show introduced it. They can't really be mad at you.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. I was thinking like if I was in like Joey's situation, you could always be like, okay, here's the deal. I'm just gonna pick someone for the first one-on-one date that I don't actually want to go on a one-on-one date with, and then you just use it then.
Yeah, like they could have, because she did consult him. So like, I think Joey also could have been like, oh, well, if you want to go to a certain trip or something, then just do it.
Yeah. I don't know. Also, it's like it's not like Survivor or anything like that where like the girls are gonna vote her out.
Well, I mean, it is a little risky if she waited later in the season because if you don't get a one-on-one rose, then you're immediately sent home.
Yeah, I forget that there's like actual strategy to The Bachelor now.
Yeah, which, like I said, I like the drama of The Bachelor. I like the drama of like, I can't believe he kissed that girl. But then when he starts kissing every single girl the first night, I'm not really into that. Like I don't want to watch him hook up with people. Like I told Preston, I was like, something that I think would be interesting is if they got rid of the fantasy suite.
Okay, you say why real quick. Why?
My only thing is I feel like sometimes people are too invested in the physical attraction. And now, don't get me wrong. Like I totally get that like normally in real life situations people are a lot more physical than like what they would probably like show other people, but I'm not there to watch them kiss. Like I am not one that's I'm like, oh, rewind, watch them smooch again, like that's not what I'm there for. I'm there for the drama. So like the fantasy suite I don't feel like gives up much drama because for one they just show that they go in the room and then they cut the episode there. You never know what happens in the fantasy suite, you never know the drama, so it's sort of like why is it even there?
But you do learn the drama later, and this is why I'll say that they need to keep the fantasy suite.
Okay,
That's the only time they're not mic'd up and they don't have cameras on them or anything, and they can actually talk.
I guess it
Like,
is true.
like I'm pretty sure there have been conversations in the fantasy suite before that have been like, "Hey, this is mutually beneficial for us financially to like end up together. Would you be okay like keeping this facade for our contractually obligated year and then breaking up?"
Yeah, that is true.
And that's the only time they can have that conversation. Like I mean, at the end of the day, it is still a reality TV show. It is a game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is that.
Okay, I do take it back a little bit, I guess. I think I just like I'm a little bit like I remember watching the first like few seasons and then like on the fifth or sixth date in, they would finally kiss somebody. And like that tension that like built up was just so fun to watch. But now like Joey on this first episode has already kissed like 10 girls.
Okay. I'm going to preface this with I am a prude. I've only ever
Mm-hmm.
kissed one human in my entire life. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I'm married to her. I think it actually is a good strategy on Joey's end. Like, if you're going in just making out with everyone, like, you are devaluing the kiss. So all of a sudden now it makes it so he can kiss people without the other girls kind of freaking out because it's like, oh, he just kisses anybody. It doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Like, and that probably didn't cross his head. He's probably just a horn dog, but yeah. By making out with everyone, it is gonna ease the tension in the mansion. Because really, the only people that have had problems with kisses are everyone against Jess because she just announced it to the world,
Mm-hmm.
and then the sisters because the older sister is weirdly competitive about it.
Yeah.
Those are the only kisses that people like really care about.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess my viewpoint has 100% been from like how do I value the episode, but I guess I'm not looking at it like a game perspective. So that does make sense actually. That makes a lot of sense.
I mean,
Um,
I don't think he's thinking about it like that. I think he's just making out.
well, and also I do know that like if somebody is a bad kisser, you're not gonna want to be with them. Like, and I know that like you could probably help them be a better kisser, but like there's definitely like that physical attraction too. I don't know. I guess like I am a prude, but at the same time, like if you look at it from the way you said it, I agree.
Yeah. Sorry to just shoot down everything you're saying here.
You know, honestly, I it's fine. It's fine. Like it's a successful show. So my one opinion isn't going to change it.
I think I just fundamentally think about Bachelor differently than you do.
Yeah, I think of it like love, you know, and then like ultimately it's true. Like he legitimately only has like 20 days to weed out these girls. So like why wouldn't you use one of the reasons? Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, what did you think about the sisters?
Oh, we want to jump straight into that. Okay. We're just skipping all the fundamental stuff like, do you like Joey?
Oh, well, we can talk about that.
No, I definitely want to talk about the sisters. I have lots about to say about the
All
sisters.
right, let's talk about the sisters.
Lots about to say about the sisters. I speech good.
Mm-hmm. That's why we
Okay.
have a podcast.
That's why we have a YouTube channel. Let's talk. One of my friends was asking if there's like any good podcast recommendations, and I recommended ours. And then I felt bad because I immediately had to be like, actually, it's a YouTube channel. We don't know how to do it.
We'll get there one day.
Yeah, we'll get there one day when we like actually care.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
adults.
Yeah.
This
We
will probably
we
get cut out anyway.
we know how to Google. Probably not. Okay. The sisters.
Hmm.
Um, where do I even want to start with this? Just okay, tell me what you think about the sisters. I feel like I'm better at responding than initiating.
I think it's weird. Separately, I like them, but the fact that they're both on there, stupid. And the fact that they were like, "Oh, we're gonna keep it a secret," and once again, nothing is fruitful from that. Could you imagine that twist? Like halfway through the season, Allison is like, "Hey, I know you just went on a one-on-one with Lauren. Um, and it'd be really weird for you to vote me out right now. That's my sister." You know, like, or what about the hometowns?
I know that's what I was talking to Jess about. Like, imagine like day one, he gets rid of Lauren, and like Allison makes it all the way to the end, and like he goes to hometowns and in walks Lauren, and he's like, "What?"
Yeah, it's stupid. And I think that the producers made him keep both of them on because he definitely had chemistry with the younger one.
Yes, that is exactly okay. Yeah. Not only did the producers make him keep them, the producers told him to start with Allison and end with Lauren.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, I know that he liked Lauren's introduction. I would say probably most out of like all of the introductions. I think he just felt like it was the most casual where they like shotgunned the beer. And um
You sure it wasn't Coke?
I don't know.
They
Anyway,
took the
I
labels off because they're not sponsored.
either way, like I think that he liked that introduction, but now I think he's weirded out because now he's instantly comparing. Like, yeah, there is the idea of like comparing the other girls against each other, but I feel like there's like an extra comparison, you know?
Yeah. Well, and it's also like if he ever like talks to one girl, like the other one's gonna come from semi-similar experiences, and like I don't know, it's just like so weird. Like I can't imagine just any familial. It's weird.
I don't know. I just feel like it's like sloppy seconds. And the fact that Allison has already kissed him, like, what if they do end up together? And then for you to be like, oh, yeah, I have kissed my brother-in-law.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they seem like the type of people that would relish in that.
Weird.
Okay, here's what I think the ultimate goal of The Bachelor is with bringing two sisters on.
Hmm.
They are going to make them go on a double date. And you know what I'm talking about, right? The 2-on-1 date. I don't know.
Oh yeah, okay.
Um, because when they do that, there's always only one rose, and then the other one goes home. So I think they're gonna make him pick a sister.
Interesting. I could also see The Bachelor doing like a dual bachelorette with like both of them.
That could be long term.
Yeah. Like I think that there's a lot of potential with two sisters.
Wow, interesting. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It like sort of is almost like it's almost like towing the line of like, is this polygamy? You know, is this like a sister wives thing here? Like what?
Yeah, it's weird stuff. But I'm
It is.
telling you that that date is gonna be nuts.
Yeah. And I'm here for it. Like I would love to watch that episode.
What
Better
episode do you
yet,
think
how
it's gonna
funny.
happen?
Oh, probably the third. I think they'll play out the drama a little bit more, but then I think people will start to get uncomfortable with it, so then they'll cut it off pretty
Same.
early.
Same. I was gonna say three. What were you gonna say? How funny would it be?
To say how funny would it have been if the girl had kept the advantage and then like, I want this date. She has like two plates of food.
You can only steal a one-on-one though.
But they're practically the same person. I feel like it is a one-on-one
That's true. That's true.
sister wife
They're
thing,
not
remember?
practically the same person. Like, if to be frank here, Lauren is there to compete with her sister. Allison is there to find a husband,
Yeah, yeah, I'd agree. But
and
I
she's
liked
rubbing some
Lauren.
dirt in some like weird sibling wounds
Yeah,
along the way.
weird. Okay, what do you think about Joey?
He's fine.
Yeah. You know how you once said that Twilight was written to where you can just call it main girl pants?
Yes,
I feel
yes,
like that I feel like that's Joey.
yeah. He is just like a generic bachelor. I can't say he's a generic dude because, like, I mean, I'm not physically fit or 28 anymore,
Mm-hmm.
but like your general bachelor type person. Like, he plays tennis. He's got nice hair. Like, uh, I don't know. I haven't really checked him out a ton. I don't know what else he has in life, but that's exactly it. He's like ambiguous. Like, he's just like a blob of bachelor.
Yeah. Pants.
Yeah, not like that one guy from Argentina.
Oh yes. Oh
What
my
was his
gosh.
name? I want to say Jean
Ben
Pierre, but like,
Jean Paulo. Juan Paulo?
oh, Juan Pablo.
Juan Pablo.
Yeah, Jean Pierre.
We got there. We got
Yeah, yeah.
there.
You just had to start with a double name and then go from France to Spain over to. I think he's actually from Venezuela.
I don't know.
I don't
Probably.
know. I
Now we
don't
just
know.
started naming all the like southern countries.
Just say one that sounds like it should be over there, but it's not.
Yeah. Well, and also like he is nice, but you can tell I think one thing I do like about Joey, he's very easy to read. Like you can tell he was so uncomfortable with all these big entrances where he'd be like, "Wow." But really he was just like, "Okay, let's get this night started, like just say hi and then get in the house," sort of
Yeah,
thing. I could tell that he was trying to give them the time that they needed to say hi, but like I think a part of him was just like, I don't like that. I don't like
yeah,
that one bit.
yeah. He definitely liked them. Yeah, he didn't like the big stuff.
Mm-mm. And so that's nice. Like I do think that the season will be easy to read, more easy to read because they're really good at editing.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of editing, they make it look like he either gets like he either doesn't pick either girl at the end, or whoever he picks says no, or he rejects a girl and then immediately regrets it.
Hmm.
What do you think it's gonna be?
The last one where he's gonna get rid of a girl and then immediately regret it.
Same. But do you think it'll actually happen, or do you think he'll just be sad about it and still go with the other one?
I think he'll just be sad about it. I don't like the season. Do you remember that one season that ended where the guy like rejected a proposal, accepted the other proposal, and then switched his mind at the end of the season?
I vaguely remember it, but I can't remember
After
who it
that,
was.
he wasn't liked very much after that. And I think after that, they haven't really done a lot of like regret things. Like they let people come back on, like Luke with Hannah, where he's like, Hannah, I need to talk to you. And she's like, no. They've done that again, but there hasn't really been like going back on it. I think it's just this audience didn't really like it. So
Yeah, but I mean that's honestly more realistic.
yeah. Yeah. Um, what do you think of the big entrances?
I hate them.
Me too.
Although Daisy is cool. I do like Daisy, and I hope she goes far.
Which one's Daisy?
Christmas tree girl.
Oh, well, that was cute. I also like that she drove herself.
Yeah. So did go kart girl. So did boat girl. So did boats.
Butts didn't drive herself. She was on a trailer.
Oh, I thought it was like they like rigged up a boat to like kind of be like a go kart.
Oh no, it was a trailer.
I might have been doing something while The Bachelor was on.
I know that like they need like a shtick to be like, remember me, but I don't know. I don't like the like montages where the girls. This is what I have a hard time with. I feel like the girls stand out by telling a sob story. So like, oh, I grew up in like a hard area, or I had like a hard sickness, or something like that. And they do like those flashbacks to like them at their hometown, and I'm like, what the? Too much too soon. Also, what was up with that one girl crawling on the beach?
Oh, Canada.
Yes, I don't like her.
Yeah, I don't like her either, but like the previews make it look like she's going to be there for quite a while.
Total producer move though, right? Like that's got to be a producer move.
Yeah, gotta be kind of like Left Shark. Do you remember when she was on?
Yeah.
Yeah, like she was on for like 3 episodes, and it's like this is like the producers 100% are keeping her here. Like
Yeah,
she's
Canada has got to be.
yeah. I don't like Canada. She like I could get very judgmental about Canada very quickly. Not the country, the girl.
Yeah. For one, her voice.
Oh, are we gonna get judgmental about her?
No, we don't have to, but her voice is just like this irritating, grating sound.
No, we're not gonna get judgmental, but here I go. That's what you just said.
This isn't a burn book, but let me start writing it right now.
I know, right?
I just feel like I'm being really judgmental of The Bachelor. I feel like it's changed a lot. And this season is, while I'm going to watch it, isn't anything impressful. I liked the advantage. I like the idea of that. I wish it would have come from Joey, though. Like, I feel like if Joey likes somebody, they get the advantage.
Yeah, that's true. That should have been something that he could give out on night one
Yes, an
instead of just
advantage.
some rando girl. Yeah.
Like, I'm not attached to Leah. I like that she's outgoing, but just because you're outgoing doesn't mean that you deserve an advantage.
Literally the
Uh,
only thing she has going for her is that she like met him before the show.
yeah. So, like, if somebody, like that first night, instead of giving the first impression rose, first impression advantage would be good. Because then what if the crazy girl got it?
Jess.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see the preview about her like getting all mad about someone like talking about their date or whatever?
Hmm.
It's good editing and I'm here for it. She deserves to feel that way. Like I knew she's gonna tell everyone about the kiss, and I'm just like, okay, here we go. And that's another thing. Like I swear the producers, I swear there's things that's like, hey, we'll give you an extra 5 grand if you go do this right now.
I did. So back in college, I had a friend who knew somebody who went on The Bachelor. and he happened to be the bad guy of Emily Bernard's season. You might remember this. This guy is pretending to be the villain. He wants to stay on the show longer, or at least that's how they made it seem. And he kissed her, and then in an interview afterwards, he was like, "It felt like I was choking. It was just so awkward and so gross." And everyone was like, "Oh, I can't believe he said that about her. Like that's just it seems so callous." Anyway, he got voted out. Not voted out, asked to leave. That's not a survivor. And he
He got sent to
said
Exile Island. He didn't have an idol. He threw in his whatever last chance thing, and it wasn't a.
anyway, they were the last one on the mat, asked to go home. he, anyway, he goes, they didn't ask me about the kiss with Emily. They asked me about my very first kiss in high school. And then they put it in there to make it seem like he was saying that about her kiss.
Those dirty, dirty producers.
Those dirty, dirty dogs. All I'm saying though is Jess probably isn't that bad of a person. And she's probably, for one, has access to free alcohol. For two, she's pumped to be there. But they're going to make her seem like the villain. And sure, I'll go along with it.
Ugh, I love it and I hate it all at the same time. I always like mention stuff like this, like, oh, I bet that's a producer move. Like, oh, producers totally told them to do that. Like, what's her name? Tasha?
Mm-hmm.
Did she? I don't remember if this is the. It has to be the season that she took over for that lady who dipped like episode one.
Yeah.
Um, but it was like during COVID, so they're all staying at a resort, and like
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what episode, but someone went to visit Tasha at like the wee hours of the morning. Like they like went over to her suite.
Blake.
Sure.
He's
I
from
don't
Canada, also, ironically.
I don't remember anyone's names except for like key people like Jean Pierre,
Bomba.
I know it's a joke.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. Like when he went over there, 100% like a producer told him, like, hey, you can just go over right now.
Yeah, and she was awake, still with makeup on.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so much that's fake. It's fake reality TV, and I love it.
I miss Bachelor in Paradise.
I didn't like Bachelor in Paradise. It's too raunchy for me.
Yeah, once again, too raunchy, I agree. But it is fun. I feel like there's more drama. And also, if you don't really like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, which by the way, like that season that you just mentioned, Claire Bennett was the Bachelorette. She started it out. Hated her. I absolutely hated her. Like she was just a horn dog. It was just insane.
On
It,
Bachelor in Paradise?
no, and she was the Bachelorette. And her
I
episode,
know.
yeah, and then her season went like three episodes,
Like
and
two.
then yeah,
Because then she's like, I found my person. It's Dale.
yeah, and then they're not even together.
No, they broke up like 3 months after they left the place.
Yeah, stupid. Anyway, I don't like her, but the one thing that Bachelor in Paradise has to offer is I don't have to watch her story. I can watch somebody else's.
But I mean, her story would still be sprinkled in.
Yeah, that's fine. That's whatever. But she's not the main show. But on that, she was the main show. And then Tasha, who's somebody I did like, I feel like she got like leftovers.
Yeah. My favorite season so far that I can remember has got to be JoJo.
Remind me who JoJo is.
She ended up with I think Aaron Rodgers' brother, Jordan.
Oh, she's still with him?
I don't know. But the villain on her season was that dude Chad.
Mm-hmm.
They totally made him seem like he was gonna like murder somebody. He was gonna commit some muck duck.
Yeah, I feel like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette has like total potential. I feel like the season is leading up to be a good season.
Okay.
So I am excited about that.
which girls. Oh no! Before we get into that, can we talk about the girl who was like crying about not getting time?
Yes.
Like, what's the deal? How does that happen?
Why didn't she go ask him?
Yeah, like you're there to go talk to him. Like, as much as I don't like Jess, and the fact that I don't like that she went for seconds to talk to him, why isn't everyone just constantly interrupt? Excuse me. Why isn't everyone just constantly interrupting these conversations that he's having? Like, like I feel like the Bachelor needs some sort of like timer thing. Just like flip it over, then like if it runs out, then you're allowed to interrupt.
Yeah.
And like just have like some sort of stupid rule like that, because like you can't just keep watching people go and go and go. Like you kind of do need to go and form like a line.
Yeah, like why how did she even get in that position where she was the last one? And why didn't he have 5 extra minutes to spare?
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah,
doesn't
that
yeah.
that is another thing. If I were the Bachelor, I feel like I would like want to have equal time with everyone so I could make an informed decision.
Like that's probably a producer move just to sort of throw it onto Jess, right? Like she probably because remember that girl was like, I'm not mad for me that you're interrupting. I'm mad for whoever other girl's time you're stealing. So I think that that was like another shot at Jess. Even though, once again, like if Preston was a bachelor and I had to compete for with 20 other girls, I would be ruthless. Like I I don't get it. They're too nice to each other. They're like sisterhood, and I'm like, no, 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 no. That's not the way that we work in the real world. Why would you work that way in a mansion?
Yeah.
Like in the real world, if you saw a guy and you saw another girl going up to go dance with the same guy that you want to go dance with, you're not just gonna let it happen. You're gonna cut in, you know? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I ever told you this, but like I feel like my own personal dating life, like if I was ever interested in a girl, like I like if someone else was interested, I'd just be like, all right, I'm out, you know? But I met Janessa and she happened to be dating, like I guess not dating. She was going on dates with so many people.
Yeah.
It was like I found myself like talking to her on dates. She says they weren't dates. They were dates.
They were totally dates.
Yeah. But like normally I would have just bowed out, just been like, okay, she's got options. Like I'm not gonna play the game, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like with her, I was like, no, like I'm here for it. I'm gonna go after her, you know. And I ended up winning the Bachelorette. So like I agree with you. Like when it comes to someone that you are actually interested in, the rules don't apply. You're gonna go
Yeah.
for it.
It's like that principle on How I Met Your Mother. Whoa, we should do a podcast on How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, we should.
Hmm. Next
I'll
time.
buy a pineapple from Costco and set it right here and everything.
I just wear red boots.
So no one can see it. I'm wearing
I
red
didn't know
boots
I could
too.
see. I just will tell you. I was like, no, yeah, I'm wearing
Oh,
red boots.
I have a yellow umbrella in my garage for when it rains.
Oh, my blue French torch is on the wall, and I can't bring it over here. So
Someone
dumb.
stole my blue French horn.
But okay, there's a principle that they talk about. It's called like the stalker principle or something. I don't remember exactly what they call it. But when you're in love with somebody, you excuse stalker tendencies because you like them. So like your persistency with Janessa, if she didn't like you, would be seen as stalkery. But because she liked you, she saw it as like persistence towards love, right?
Yeah.
And like my aggressiveness towards this fake 20 other girls going after Preston would be a total stalker move if Preston wasn't into it. But I think he likes that I like him like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it'd be weird if he doesn't. He'll have to tell me later. But Yeah, I think that in the Bachelorette and the Bachelor, you can definitely tell what the Bachelor is into based on what he reacts to.
Yeah, like
So
Joey is into Allison, he's not into Lauren.
yeah, he's more into the sweet neighborhood girl vibe, not the girl boss.
Yeah. To what you were saying about the How I Met Your Mother thing, something I've always said, and I swear I made this up, but like maybe Winston Churchill said it. I don't know. Uh,
Winston Churchill. Is
I don't
this
know.
about dating?
Yeah, I'm just picking someone who has a lot of like quotes. Okay,
Start making up quotes, calling oh Mother Teresa.
Ralph Waldo Emerson. Okay, so Nikola Tesla once said, "The difference between cute and creepy is reciprocation."
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, like I've said that, and like I actually don't know if someone else said it, and I just like locked it away and thought that I kind of like how you think that you came up with "Geez Louisiana," but I've been saying it since I was like 7. You couldn't talk when I was saying it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or maybe you were just that jealous.
You didn't even know Louisiana existed when you were 3.
That's the first thing I learned. Louisiana Purchase.
Anyway, the difference between cute and creepy is reciprocation.
Mm-hmm.
So like there is that like so if he's not into Jess, he's gonna see it and be like, okay, desperate.
Yeah, but if she's sweet enough with him, I could see him being like, oh,
And on the flip side, the girl that he was that he ooh sorry Jess the girl that she was interrupting, I forget her name, Taylor.
sure.
I think it is Taylor because
I
she's
just remember
like
she had like these really bangs that didn't really quite frame her face, and I was like, oh, pick a
yeah
different hairstyle.
yeah I was just thinking like she wants to be Taylor Swift
Yeah.
because I think her name is Taylor. Anyway, so on the flip side, like the way that Taylor's like, no, give us a little bit more time. Like he could look at that and be like, okay, desperate. But also he can look at it and be like, oh, that's cool that she was like fighting for this time.
Yeah, I did think he could I did think he found it to be awkward. I did think that he was like, "Oh, okay."
And that's why I'm saying there needs to be like a freaking hourglass thing. Like ABC, get on this. ABC, CBS, NBC, Cartoon Network. What are they?
ABC
Okay.
Cartoon Network.
Well, obviously they're not Cartoon Network. Okay. Can you just
Okay.
okay? So welcome to our How I Met Your Mother episode.
We really played to our strengths on this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I as far as like these girls interrupting, I get it. Like I don't think I could go onto the show and be upset if somebody like tried to steal my time. Because like I'll just go steal the girls after me time. Just be like, sorry, so sorry, excuse me. Um, just took my time. Can I just finish up what I was saying earlier and then I'll let you guys to it. And then I would not stop talking with him until he told me to.
Yeah, or she could have just been like, "Oh, absolutely, Jess. I'll just be waiting right here for when you're done." And just like stand exactly where Jess was standing.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like you have the right to be ruthless. Okay, for instance, I think Heidi told me this. Maybe it was you, maybe it was Janessa, maybe it was Winston Churchill. But somebody told me that when you're dating, it's the most selfish thing that you'll ever do because it's the one thing you're allowed to be selfish in, that and driving. So so all I'm
I
saying,
live in Utah. People are selfish in driving. That is incorrect.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I live in West Virginia and people are too nice, and there's been so many close calls.
Let me tell you, there's a road over here. It used to be a merge, okay? But then they extended the merge lane up, and now it's a right turn, right lane must turn right. They got rid of the merge sign. The merge arrows are still painted in, but the merge sign is gone, and the lane exists all the way up and says right lane must turn right. Everyone still treats it like a merge. There's almost an accident every single time. Some guy almost hit me today.
I'm just saying, I was getting on the freeway today and there was a yield sign, and this guy was stopped because he was letting somebody else go. And I was like, I could have
Wait,
rammed into you and
so
I
you're,
would have
you're
sued
mad at
you.
someone for yielding?
He's not yielding. He's stopping. It's not a stop sign. It was a stop sign. It was a stop. It says yield, right? There's breaks in between these cars. And he's just too slow to get in there because he stopped. He can't just like restart again. Anyway,
But you do stop at a yield if you can't go. Like
but he
they
could
have a
have.
right
He
away.
could have. I'm just saying he could have, but he just full on stopped. There was like 1,000 breaks in between. Caleb, you'd be on my side. I promise you would be on my side.
I probably would. So what you're saying is Taylor could have just said
Been
no.
selfish. Yeah, like why do you have to say yes? Like you I feel like Taylor feels justified in being mad at that girl, Jess, for taking her time, but she could have said no. And like if she's gonna be that mad about it, then just say no next time. But once again, drama. So I
Yeah,
get it.
the producers cause it. Also, like, yeah, okay. This whole rant has started because of that one girl who just didn't take the time to go and talk to him. Just go talk to him. You are
Yeah.
one viewer who has consistently watched. If you're not married and there's one person that you have a little crush on, just go talk to him. Just go interrupt.
Yeah, that's your
Just go
right.
say, hey, girl, boy,
Hey.
hey.
Yeah. I don't know. The Bachelor and the Bachelorette is such an anomaly in dating that you get to, it's just like a zoo exhibit of dating.
Okay, let's talk about the girls.
Mm-hmm.
um, so who is your absolute least favorite besides Canada?
Probably the girl that was complaining about Jess.
Taylor.
Taylor. I'm not a big fan of complainers. And also, I really am not a big fan of Leah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of her either. Like, I mean, she's fine. She's like a C minus in my book.
But the only reason I think that she's so low on my book is because she had so much FaceTime. I'm sure I would have not liked another girl more than her, but she just had so much FaceTime that I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, the producers just play me like a fiddle. It's Jess.
Okay, then who's your favorite girl?
Ugh. What does that even mean? Like,
If you had to, if you played this like the Kentucky Derby, who would you put your money on?
okay, if it's like the Kentucky Derby, who I would put my money on, okay. Let's go with the top three here because then we'll be able to narrow it down. I think I think Allison.
Okay.
I think Jen, go kart girl,
Mm-hmm.
and oof. Okay, here's how it's gonna go down. The other two girls I'm going back and forth between are Daisy and Canada, and I can't decide if the producers are gonna allow him to cut out Canada right then or not. And I don't think Daisy's gonna be one of his top two. Like I think it's gonna come down between Allison and Jen.
Allison's my bet. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. If I had
Yeah,
to,
I think she'll win, but the producers might not let him, so they can do their double bachelorette.
yeah. But if I were to put, if I had $10 extra right now, I wonder if they do have betting on it. Like, I
Oh,
wonder if Ben.
100%.
Interesting. Yeah,
Link
I
in
would.
bio.
It just says our Venmo. Yeah, honestly, I would just say Allison, and I think the reason why is because he seemed most relaxed with her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also with Jen and also with Daisy.
You never know.
And Canada is going to be there because of the producers.
She's just in the background, like Angela on that one scene with Dwight when he turns around in the arcade and he goes, "F."
That was totally unscripted. BTW.
I love that. All right, 1 out of 5. How would you rank this season? What it is right now, and what you're going to predict for it to be at the end of the season.
What it is right now, I'll give it a solid 3.3.
I was gonna say 3.2, so pretty close.
Yeah, where I think it'll end up, 3.
I think the season's actually going to end up like a 3.8.
I think this season could have been over a 4 if she didn't burn the advantage and if they didn't reveal that they're sisters.
Yeah, that's true. It would have been memorable. Ah, they were so good in the first like 2 seconds when they were like, "Oh, what's your name?" I could tell we're gonna be best friends.
Yeah, I know. It's so dumb. And then like going to meet Joey like back to back. Stupid.
Yeah, gross.
Stupid.
The only thing that would make it better is if they were twins. They're not.
I keep calling them the twins on accident. Like they don't really look like twins. They barely look like sisters.
Yeah.
But
I think,
like,
and also their hairs both dyed very dark.
oh, I don't know. I don't know how to tell if people have dyed hair or not.
I think it's dyed.
Hmm. Should I dye my beard blonde?
Yes. No.
That looks so dumb. Nothing against blonde beards. Just I don't have the face for it.
All right. Anything else you want to say about it?
Who do you think is going to be the Bachelorette to come out of this season?
Lauren. That would be such a good ending if Allison got picked at the end and then Lauren became the Bachelorette.
I think if Allison gets picked, it's going to be Lauren. I think if Allison makes it to top 2 and doesn't get picked, I think it's going to be Daisy.
Mm. It could also be Leah because the producers seem pretty heavy on her.
Yeah, like why?
I don't even know. Pants. She's another
That's
pants.
true. She is another pants.
She's sweet. She's nice. Anything particular about her that's memorable? No, I didn't even remember her name. I'd ask you.
Yeah, and I don't think we fully really explained what pants means. Like people might just get the wrong idea here. We're saying that they're so generic that anyone can just wear the pants. Like anyone can put themselves in that situation. Like anyone could be like when you're reading Twilight, you can insert your own self to where Bella is. That's where it comes from.
Yeah, there's not enough personality traits for you to be turned away from liking that person.
Yeah, like Katniss Everdeen, she has a braid. So if you don't have a braid, you cannot be Katniss Everdeen in the book. But for Bella, literally anybody could be Bella. I could be
Yeah,
Bella.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So that's the thing with like if you know how to play tennis, you can be Joey. If you can burn papers, you can be Leia.
Yeah, I think this season has the potential to be great. We'll see where it goes from here, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do another episode at the end of the season.
What do you rate Golden Bachelor?
3.6.
4. I give it the 4.
I think that's way too high.
Nah, the Kathy drama, that's pretty good.
I like the lady that fell asleep in the first episode. That was worth it.
Jimmy Kimmel's mom that was 100% placed by ABC producers because Jimmy Kimmel's on ABC.
Yeah, but I like that she fell asleep.
Also,
Right?
I think it's his aunt. Excuse me.
Either way, I like that she fell asleep.
Did you know that Jimmy Kimmel's nephew did the Baby Bachelor?
Oh,
Do you
huh.
remember
I
that?
didn't. I do. That was a good series.
Yeah. What I really wanted to say about the Baby Bachelor is he is the little Mandalorian boy that gets baptized in Mandalorian.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Huh. I didn't know that.
Jimmy Kimmel. Who knew?
Who knew? Not me.
He's creating Nepo babies everywhere.
Well, he had like 8 kids.
I didn't know that. I'm just saying he's like introducing his family to. I mean, ABC is also owned by Disney, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, hey, Disney, here's my nephew. Make him a Mandalorian.
Yeah. He's a total. Yeah. He has like a bunch of kids.
Yeah. So cool. Golden Bachelor is better than Bachelor, and Love is Blind is the best love reality. Love Like a K drama is the best love reality show on the market right now.
Survivor is the best love story on the
Okay, yeah,
reality TV.
legit. Why have we do a Survivor episode?
Probably.
Okay, yeah, let's do a
We
Survivor
might need to
episode.
get somebody else though, because I know not as much as other people.
Did you watch this last season?
Yeah.
That's all we could talk about then is last season.
Let's do it. I have a lot to say about that.
Cool. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you. All right, next week, Tuesday, let's plan on it. Wow.
Nerd.